Hello.
Hi.
This is Sarah and Tatum, and this is a very spontaneous video that we're doing in the parking lot of Crave Cafe in Studio City. I don't do as many videos as I would like to because I have been really busy, but I do have this opportunity to do this one, so
I know.
I love
him so much.
Oh my gosh, I'm just like really upset that he didn't get the Grammy. Like, you know, my dad loves Ed. My dad loves Ed, okay?
What?
Like, loves Ed. Like, he and I, like, that's something that we definitely bond over. We actually went to his show on at the Hollywood Bowl, the one that had Demi Lovato. I forgot what that show was called, but it was like a radio station show. And we went to that on Father's Day. And later that night, I saw Ed somewhere, and I was like, "Hey Ed, I went to your show with my dad for Father's Day," and he was like, "Oh, I want to meet your dad," and he went over to my dad, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool!" And then because my dad really liked him too, so I was like, "Oh, that's cool." You know, my dad doesn't always like get in the scene; he just like stays back, drives me everywhere, but he doesn't try to like talk to anybody except for when Harry Styles used to want to talk to him all the time. We'll get to that after. That was ridiculous. Okay, we'll get to that after this. But Ed walked up to my dad, and he was like, "It's so nice to meet you. What's your name?" He was like, "You must be so proud of your daughter. I am so proud of her." He's like, I watch all of her stuff, and I see her in the magazines in the UK all the time, and like, you must be so proud." He just kept saying that, and I'm like standing there like, oh my gosh, this is Ed Sheeran telling my dad that he's like proud of me, and like he's like watches all of my stuff. I mean, like, I already knew it because he had mentioned it before, but it's like every time somebody says that, I think it's so cool and so crazy because I know that I have a lot of people that like look at my stuff, but it's nice that I put a lot of effort into saying nice things about celebrities, and when I know that they see that because they don't always get that kind of feedback from fans, then that's the good part about it. So that totally made, I think about that all the time. And then he told me that he had come up with something for my name, which was like, "Do you want to do it with me? Or do you know how to do it?" He's like, go like this, which is SS for Stalker Sarah. He's like, "I wanted to do this in our next photo." He's like, "Do this with your hands. It's SS for Stalker Sarah." And that became my logo. So Ed Sheeran created my logo, which is really cool too. But no, I'll tell the Harry Styles story.
Which one?
No, yeah, there are definitely a lot. But Harry really likes my dad.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Yeah, Harry really likes my dad. The first time I met One Direction, I had been following them on Twitter, on the internet, and I'd been watching their X Factor videos because I had followers from all over the place, and somebody was talking to me about them and saying, that I should check them out and stuff like that. And so I did when they were still on X Factor, and obviously I fell in love with them right away. And I found out that they were in town, and then they were at a Britney Spears concert downtown at the Staples Center. Which, why wasn't I at the Britney Spears concert? Because I think back about that now, I was like, I actually should have been in there. I was like, I should have been in that audience. But anyways, there was that. There was a Zac Efron movie premiere, and there was some other event going on. So something at Nokia, one of the hotels, I think it was, and then the Britney Spears concert at Staples Center. So I was over kind of checking out the Nokia thing because the concert I thought was far from being over. So I was going to see if I saw what was going on at the Zac Efron premiere. And I get a call from my dad, and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "I see the curly-haired kid that you showed me in the pictures that looks like Cameron Keesang from All-Star Weekend." That's all I remember. And I was like, okay. And so I ran across the street, and I saw all of One Direction, and they were just walking. I mean, they weren't known at all. Yeah. And so they were just walking through this crowd, and I have friends that were at that Britney Spears concert that night that look back at that and they're like, "Oh my God, why didn't we know?" And so I walked up to Harry because he just looked like the most approachable one, and I said, "Hey, excuse me," and he turned around and he was like, "Hello," and I was like, "Can I get a picture with you guys?" And he was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I'm Harry, by the way," and then I was like, "Oh, I'm Sarah," and then he looks at the guys and he's like, "Hey, she wants a picture with us," and he was really excited about it, and they were all like, "Oh my God, of course," and then so they got around, and then he introduced himself to my dad. And him and my dad talked about something, I don't know, my dad was like, "Oh, she really likes your guys' music, like, keep it up," and stuff like that. My dad took the picture of us, and then somehow, like, I don't know, I talked to Harry a little bit, and then I saw them 2 days later, and Harry was like, "Where's your dad?" And I was like, "He's around." And he was like, "Oh, where is he?" I was like, "Oh, I think he's right over here." So he goes and he finds my dad, and he starts talking to him, and I was like, "Okay, cool." So 2 days later, I see them again, same thing. "Where's your dad?" "Oh, hey dad." Goes over, talks to my dad. He's like, take our pictures and stuff. So Harry told my dad, like, take them. And so I gave my dad my camera, and he took the pictures, and I was like, okay.
Take it.
They'd gone out of town, and then they came back to film the What Makes You Beautiful video, which I was not in, by the way. Everybody wants to say that I'm in that video. I don't know how many times I have to say that that is not me behind the tree. It's obviously somebody
behind the tree.
Yes,
What?
I've
never heard that.
Oh my god, no. You know what's better than watching the video and seeing the person that they think is me? Is watching this one reaction video that these girls uploaded on YouTube where they're watching it and they're like, Stalker Sarah comes up. And then like I come up and whatever they think is me comes up on the screen. And then they start screaming like so loud. Oh my god, it's crazy. So they went back to London and then they came back to do the video. The day after they did the video, I went to see them because they were leaving that day, and so I went up to wherever they were staying in Santa Monica, and right when I walked up, Harry was walking out, and so I was like, hey, and he goes, hey, where's your dad? And I'm like, and my dad had specifically said, he was like, I'm just gonna sit in the car because like it was really early in the morning, so he was like, I'm just gonna sit in the car, and he was like, you just go do whatever, and I said, okay. So I was like, oh, my dad's over in the car somewhere, and then I started talking to him, he's like, okay, he's like, oh wait, where's your dad's car? And I was like, it's over there. He walks over to my dad's car, and like goes in front of the car and was like, and I was like, dude, oh my gosh, I was like, I am standing right here, you can talk to me, honey. No, but he was like, and then every time I see, like, even when I saw him just a few weeks ago when he was in LA, like, he was like talking to me, and then like he had to like talk to my dad, he was waving at my dad for the longest time. I was just like, honey, why?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I was like, I'm here.
I'm right in front of you.
No, but I think that's really cool though, because I've heard that from other people too. Like, he's definitely always really respectful to parents, so that's one good thing. I always meet, like, the way that I become close to people is I meet them and I click with them right away and become like really close right away. For some reason I don't slowly like build friendships. It seems like I just like meet somebody, and then like you, Justine, Dylan, like everybody that I meet, it's just like boom, like right away I just like click. I like it.
I remember your dad, he kept making fun of us, and he was like, you probably think, or he was like, I don't know, he was like that I don't have any friends and you don't have any friends, and so he just like kept hanging out with each other.
That's right, you did say that.
You don't have any other friends.
He was like, it's like you two don't have friends, you meet and then now you're with each other all the time.
I mean,
so I was like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm obviously very good at choosing my friends. You know.
I guess I am too.
Also say you can say me too.
I was kidding, yes.
This car can
keep
providing this. Oh, maybe not. No, they should I keep providing that light? Nope. I'm texting. I guess I got used to like.
See, my problem was when I got my nails off, I couldn't text. Like,
I had trouble doing that one time too.
I genuinely was like, okay, if you're talking to me, like I was on iMessage on my computer, like I would not text. I couldn't do it.
I did iMessage on my computer yesterday. I was talking to Rita, and I was like, I'm texting you from my computer because I was on the phone.
Yeah, I really like it. I do it all the time.
It was Valentine's Day over there today. I was like, oh, so are you doing anything for in Australia? I was like, you doing anything for Valentine's Day tomorrow? And I was like, you doing today? No, I was like, are you doing anything tomorrow? And she was like, what's tomorrow? I was like, Valentine's Day. She goes, no, it's today. I was like, oh.
That stuff messes me up so much.
Yeah. I met her brother on Valentine's Day.
You did.
I did.
Was it 2 years ago? 3? 2?
2 years ago.
Today?
James Yamouni from the Johnskins. Met him.
How do you say his last name?
Yamouni.
I'm not even.
Yamouni.
Yamouni.
Yamouni. Yamouni.
Okay.
Yamouni.
Yamouni. I feel like I'm saying like yeah.
No,
I don't know why.
I met him on Valentine's Day, and it was like, I don't know why I don't know if I didn't realize
How did you guys
at the
meet?
time.
Or where?
I'll tell the story. He started tweeting me on like August of 2012. Yeah, because I was at like the Bieber stuff, and he started tweeting me or tweeting about me, like who's this? I think he tweeted like, who's the Stalker Sarah? Because I was trending. He's like, who's Stalker Sarah? And then he started tweeting a bunch of plot twist stuff, which was funny, like plot twist Stalker Sarah, the celebrities Stalker Sarah, and then like plot twist I'm Stalker Sarah, like a bunch of random stuff. And then I just kept in touch with him, and then we ended up meeting just coincidentally, because it was like Valentine's Day. So, and then like 2 days later, we met up at like 3 a.m. and he bought me a donut, which was like really nice, because he was like, I bought you a donut, but I was like, I don't like donuts, but I ate it because it was cute. So I ate it.
Well, someone gets you something.
Actually, I ate
you
like
have
half of it, and then I was like, and then we went to Subway. Hung out till like 5
A
a.m.
donut and then Subway.
Donut and then Subway. Not Subway and then a donut.
No, just
Donuts
like two
first.
like healthy.
Donuts first, yeah.
So,
Anyways,
happy Valentine's Day.
yeah, so happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We are gonna go get some more chocolate covered strawberries from Crave that was
So
unexpectedly
good.
served to us, and
They were-
so good.
They were huge.
They were huge strawberries with like the
Don't.
perfect stems. Please.
Oh my god,
Swag.
no.
YOLO
YOLO
swag
swag.
one.